Greetings, greetings. Greetings, greetings, all divine beings. It is Witchy Poo coming back to you with another video. And if you are feeling kind, please subscribe. Give me 1 second. You better believe that as soon as I get started, I get a call immediately. Hello, babies. It is Witchy Poo tapping into you with our weekly reading. We are going to do Aries. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do Taurus today, but you guys are coming before the week ends. If you guys would like these earlier, like on a Sunday, so you're more prepared, tap in, let me know, the original Pooh Tribe, how you feel. Hello, Chastity. It's good to see you. Aki, that is beautiful. Hello, darling. Hello. Oh, yes. Beautiful women in the building. So without further delay, let's get started so I'm not having you waste your time here, okay? If you guys would like I was saying, Aries and Taurus, you like that like way before, let me know. Let's get into it and see what's going on with, who do we say, Aries for the moment? All right. Give me a few shuffles. I hope everybody had a wonderful day. Hello, Krina. I love these names, guys. This is kind of beautiful. Keep them coming in. Greetings to you all the same. Let's tap into this right away. Spirits. Sign symbols, downloads, and messages do we have for the Aries? Come through and let us see clearly. All right. The first card we have is the Nine of Wands in reverse. You know, 9 is the year that we're in, 2025. So this is the past tense coming up, but it's also like a defense thing that I feel like this is for the collective in general, because a lot of people want to give up. A lot of people are wanting to not compromise with their jobs. We're just struggling all the way around, but stubbornness seems to still keep popping up. That's something that we're going to have to rephrase in our life. And then we've got the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is going to cause confusion in the present moment if you are not giving up some sort of struggling thing in the past. The final card in the future is this 10. Listen, we all can learn lessons, or we can kind of grow from them. And then again, we can all feel defeated just because somebody else is putting on their dead energy in our spirit. How do you want to handle this, right? Hi, I'm Japanese. I love that. Do you love Japan food? I love, I don't want to be disrespectful, but yes, I love Asian Japan food. Thank you so much. That's very interesting. And hi, Jaquisha, beautiful name. Thank you guys for popping in. Now, we're going to keep going. I got one more card to draw. We've got this Eight of Swords in reverse. So these thoughts and actions are you needing to get empowered. And maybe you did it in the past and don't know how. And then you see this Nine of Cups, knowing that if you can do that, this is going to create satisfaction rather than you being clouded for some reason. And then the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we see money, it's always some sort of investment money or some sort of changes. It may be time that you are exhausted from this job and you need a change. You are not meant to breathe, live, and just pay bills every freaking week, okay? But let's find out why we have this here. What's going on with this Nine of Wands, please? There's a refuse to compromise somewhere. With who, with what? Tell me. There's a Queen that's intuitive. There's a Taurus that's here too. And there's somebody that just can't get rest and relaxation just because you may just be going through it, right? You're just burnt out. I'll start here with this Four of Swords in reverse. If you're feeling burnt out, it's only because you exhaust yourself and you don't get your proper rest. Hell, you may even need to pray for it sometimes that you are getting the proper rest that you need. But if there's three things on your wall you're constantly thinking about, constantly wanting to kind of I don't feel give up on, because that's not happening. If so, you would be restless. But if you could find a way to kind of nurture yourself in this instance, because harmony is really what's wanting to balance out something that feels in a struggle. You may be not harmonizing with another woman in your life that you're staying with. Hell, it could be your daughter. However this goes, this is for you to see some sort of feminine side that's really got your heart pretty on hold. And if you can tap into the intuitive, I feel like independence of you, Aries, that's going to be the objective. This is constructive criticism coming at this time, not to be funny, but I want you to be fair with yourself, because, this is creating some, I feel like, not only loss of faith in your money, but something you have right in your hands that you're not going to pay attention to, and it'll drift from you soon here. Could you? And then there's the Eight of Pentacles again. This could be an older woman I'm talking to, or an older woman that you're kind of going back and forth with, because in this instance, this just feels like there's no motivation, but it's coming from a low-skilled, misdirected woman. Okay, don't get caught up in those games that they tend to like to play. Okay, let's keep going and find out what's this clouded miscommunication, and it could just be because this woman doesn't want to be clear with you, or just burning you out in general. Well, there's Aries, the Emperor. You got the Ten of Wands, and then the Knight of Cups. You may be needing to give more grace with this feminine energy, this older woman, and yourself. Because giving grace, then you can be a mediator in something that you don't want to give up on, or that's got you stubborn. This is a path you may not expected me to tell you to take, but in order to drop some sort of responsibility, or to drop some weight, not, figuratively speaking, you're going to have to be responsible here, because you're going to end up carrying a burden from the past, and this is not where you need to be headed. You're not delegating feelings. You're not respecting your own authority. There also may be a father or a man that's not standing up for you because of the abuse of a power in this woman. They may be afraid of them too. But this is all because of some rigid tyrant energy that's going to kind of take place, hold on you here in the present. You can't allow this woman, this energy to, or realizing that you're not going to get rest until you own up to this too. And then we got this Queen of Wands. Queens is all over this. I need you to know who you are, regardless who is trying to reestablish themselves, because they don't have to use you to do it. This is a very demanding person that I feel, if you can see the demand in it, then you'll drop the burden of caring. You'll drop the burden of the stress. You'll drop the burden that you're responsible to, I feel like, speak to them again. This could also be the fact you won't sit down. Pause. I just need to say this. This could also be for a Aries Taurus couple who refuses to see an older, wiser person. And if this person is wise and you're not wanting to see them, that's the burden. That's what you're going to end up being, a defense mechanism, because you're going to need them. The satisfaction is what I'm trying to get you to see here. This is all what we need, is to relax our emotions, because the Nine of Cups has popped out twice before we even got to the next row. So this is the satisfaction you kind of got to linger in. Listen, are you content with this, I feel like, fluctuation thing that this woman throws at you, puts on you? Are you content with this whole idea that you have to be kind, you have to talk, you have to give in? What is it that you want the pure satisfaction in? Because I feel like what you're giving into is something that's obviously going to defeat you. What you're giving into, I feel like, isn't really this person. It's you, really taking this to the next level by no contact. I feel no contact is here. What's happening with this Ten of Swords? This is the end of the completion. And whether this feminine energy is depressed, you don't need to be. You don't need to be near it. Because I'm seeing now with the Nine of Swords, the Death card, and then the Six, you're generous for even entertaining this. You're generous for even overcoming some sort of nightmaric situation they've put you through, because you've always had to learn to cope with some shame or some sort of guilt. And then you recover, and then you go away, and then you come back again to this. But I don't feel like this is something you should give into this time. And it's really not giving in or giving up. It's just seeing some sort of change that no longer fits this woman's life, this person's life. Because now this change is going to transform you to let go of something that you should give up on. Could you tell me the change very quickly in this futuristic moment with the Ten of Swords? This is Capricorn here now. Judgment, Virgo. There's so much defense going on. I don't know if you just argue with this woman or it's just a battle that's ahead. But the defense doesn't have to be put blame on you in any way if they try to do that. Because all I feel is, you know, you've got a woman here who's very of a tyrant. And then there's a man in the present who does not speak up to help you get anything resolved. But they're still they're still around you. There's still some sort of satisfaction. But now if we could get to the fact of why you continue to give anything to this person anyway. Is it because they're paying your rent, they're paying your bills? Are they doing something to balance and even scale? Because if they're not, you're giving this away for nothing. And you've been doing it for years. I feel like the more that you would want to give, not give to this person, then you think you'll feel guilty more because you're not doing it. And that's not fair to yourself. That's never going to be fair to yourself. Tell me one time, if we could just say what to do here, what is it? The Two of Pentacles. Earth energy. Stop being overcommitted to imbalanced energy. Stop getting riled up over chaotic stuff that's really only here to get you more clouded judgment, more clouded thoughts. Hell, and unfocused to where you're going to hurt yourself if you don't. Because this is all from a committed, they're just overly committed in your energy to not get the proper conversation. They want to defend, they want to hands-on, they want to create more smoke. But really for you, it's for you to no longer feel overwhelmed. That's what you should do. The overwhelm stops immediately. How? This thought and action simply by saying you're a survivor. You're free now. I'm free from this wanting to take control over me all the time. I'm free to understand to be an empowered man or woman in the past tense like I did when I was a child. Tell me more now. Thank y'all again. Ace of Cups. Let me tell you something about the cold woman who feels unloved. Let me tell you about a cold man who will just rot to death and you'll find them dead. When a person feels unloved, that is completely emptiness in the emotion. So they don't know what to do. They'll attack, they'll cry, they'll flip, they'll do anything just to be close to you, girl. Just for the moment. The Page of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and Justice, Libra energy is on the board. Of course, truth is always coming to you when it comes to this tale of tail cards. Not me particularly, but the way they fall. Whether I get it right or not, hey, it's off the wall. But nevertheless, something that's been around for years, I want you to know that decades, lifetimes rather, this is law. This is all law and reciprocation of the earth, how people have been treating you and how you've been treating yourself. So now we're going to go back to, hey, is this really a consequence that I have to keep putting up with this feminine energy and this man won't stick up for me anyway? Or is it because you're honestly keep repeating this pattern with this woman, this energy of the scales not balancing? It's because you need to change. You're empty and needing that void filled to have something drain. You know how those people get the BBLs, they get the surgery, they gotta have those things in them so the stuff drains out. It's like you have to have that around you for you to feel loved, and that's not what we're about. We are no longer dealing with people who repress their emotions and can't speak it up. Cough it the pick it the fuck up, bro. In the words of what's his name, the situation. Days. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to lighten the moment. But I just need you to see these thoughts and actions are all on you and your curiosity. What are you focused on? Are you being patient with this person and you keep giving them that inch for them to take a mile? Or are you really not seeing that your witty, inspiring, energetic energy is something that they live for and they're going to probably die without? So you've got the upper hand on a lot of different situations here. That's the satisfaction you need to be concerned about. Why do you need me all the time? Is it because I'm really successful and you know that I'm going to come through? Or is it because you have a wish that you want to fulfill through me because you can't do it, Pooh? What is it? Now you've got pure satisfaction. That's all you need to know. All right, Aries? You've got there's more generosity, material help. You got the King of Cups, Magician, Virgo energy, and the Three of Pentacles. You got somebody that's going to step in the present. You can't do that. Don't treat that person that way. It'll be 2 against 1 either way, however it comes, okay? Don't be fooled by the people that they got to tell their story to. Because this is all in an effort to get some sort of control back over you. It's all in an effort for them to say, oh, well, you know, you're the only one that can do it. Don't put that power trip on me and act like I'm the resourceful person, but you're constantly using me here. This is all on an action that's going to be inspired by, I feel like, a devoted man who's just that diplomat. This is going to come from a balanced person with this teamwork setting to make you feel guilty in some way to kind of go forward with what you've avoided here for decades. So either you give in to this man or whatever he's saying, but he's not being manipulative anyway. He just kind of wants this to be a diplomatic situation. They don't want you to treat this person as if they don't exist. They want that material exchange and kind of opposite giving, like when you were a kid. Instead of giving some sort of anger or the aggression, the tension back and forth, they want you to literally give. And it's not like in the physical sense, but flowers here. They want words. They want positivity. They want some sort of home to be rebuilt in the structure, but they never stood up for you or anything. I don't get that. What are we supposed to do with that emotion? The Four of Wands. Well, fire energy is here. You could be dealing with the Leo or Sagittarius, Aries. But regardless, this is all about self. And either you are going to continue to support somebody who always made you feel unwelcome, or you're going to gain some sort of stability by turning into a new transition. You're no longer this black sheep. You're no longer a part of this world where you don't have words to speak. Hell, this is a shift in the energy with this Two of Pentacles. This is Gemini. We're shifting the energy just by you no longer putting up with that time, putting up with that kind. The final card is the Ace of Pentacles. You are stronger than you thought, and you do not deserve anything but the utmost respect. Remember that. This is a lack of planning that they're going to do, and it is because they've missed the chance, they missed the change, they missed the opportunity to kind of connect with you. So now we've got to go back into, I can't be stingy, but they kind of still do. You got the two, God damn it, and then you got the 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. Go. I need you one time to just think about yourself and yourself only for apathy at this time. Because whether this person is discontent, in their feelings, whatever this is, it's just not your problem. It's never been. But they're going to make you feel that it is because they're overcommitted to you in this respect thing or whatever they want you to give. But still, they have no organization in their life. They still don't know what day, what night. They may not even have education. They're still doing the same shit when you left them in that town. So how in the hell can you come back and have a connection now? A connection. How can you have a bond? But this is truly, guys, what they want. Take what resonates and lie the rest down where it does not. But if you can see that they want the unity and they still haven't grown up, it's all in the decision to decide which way you go. Because you have to know, if you haven't been healed in order to deal with these thoughts and actions that they put you through from long ago, then you haven't found the help you need. And so we still got shame and guilt and all this crazy, right? When you've gotten the help and they still sitting around, haven't done a damn thing in the past. Know who you are, know your power, and if you want the door closed, so be that. Until next time, my beautifuls, I love you. I'm so glad. Oh, yes. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it in time. Gabe, you did make it. Some of the chaos cards. I don't know what that means. Lamonte Daniel said hi. Mickey99, hi. Jessica Rica. Hey! I love you guys. I'm loving this card reading stuff. We do, doctors, and it's so funny that you found your way over here. You shouldn't even be on this side of the planet. That's how I know you're lost. Until next time, guys, I say, Ashe.